evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, reasonable minds all over the world. Welcome to tonight's show. Yours truly is here, HBI, coming to you live and direct from the Grand Studio of Unique Images Media Group here in Boston, Massachusetts of the USA. The time now is 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As promised, here now we are. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining us from the other side of the Atlantic, the time, as you know, is now 1:30 a.m. in Nigeria. Yes. Okay. And we say to them, good morning. If you're joining us from anywhere that is morning, good morning. Anywhere that is afternoon, good afternoon. Anywhere that is evening, good evening. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live and direct. Yours truly is here. Yours truly is here. Yes, you see what we have on today's show. What we have on today's show, we just saw a few minutes ago. Okay? Yes, finally, the day and the time is here. We are finally on that day we have been waiting. It started today. Yes, not much happened today as expected. I mean, we're not talking about Nigeria, okay? Yeah, there were some movements. But we're going to look at some of the pictures in as much as they're not clear. But we're going to look at some of the pictures of some of the actions that took place today at the Abuja High Court, where the tribunal is sitting for today's hearing, okay? They were all out. They were all out. Tinubu people were out. Obi's people were out. Kwankwaso's people, not only were they out in the courtroom, they were also out on the street, okay? Because today is like their day, okay? So a whole lot is happening that we're going to be talking about tonight. Quite a whole lot is happening that we're going to be talking about tonight. But we're talking about these four gentlemen amongst the others, okay? There are others also. There are others also that filed petitions, okay? Electoral petitions against against the man, Tinubu. I mean, it's like the whole nation is against that man, the way he's looking right now. It's like the whole entire Federal Republic of Niger is against just one man because they're saying they don't want him. That's what they say. They don't want him. Okay, so we're going to look at some of the moves that took place today and some of the actions, some other things, and some of the faces that were in court today. God, that's one of the things I loved, the faces that were in court today. I mean, you saw the high and the mighties, okay? The sons, I mean, they were all over the place today. Yes, they were all over the place today, okay? To recover your mandate, okay? They were all over there today to recover your mandate, okay? What you are claiming and what you are saying is your stolen mandate. They were in court today to recover it, okay? So we're going to look at the faces, like I said, okay? Some of the principals were there today. Obi, of course, was there, okay? Which is national, I believe, national, Obi, the LP national president or national chairman, whichever way, Abure. Both of them were sitting in court today. All right. Amongst others, there were so many dignitaries that were in court today. The ones that they allowed to come into the court, because the court was completely barricaded. Oh yeah, yes, it was completely barricaded to the extent that if you are not invited, you can't come close. But that notwithstanding, the people still were on the street. People were still on the street. Yeah. Okay, I don't think the Bola Tinubu people, I don't think they saw this coming. And honestly, it looks like that's going to be the norm. The protest we saw today, we're going to see the video in a minute. We're going to see the video of the protest today that basically rocked Abuja. Okay, we're going to look at the video later. Okay, then within the weekend, Obi, as you know him, the man is everywhere. He's one man that doesn't have enemy. If you claim that enemy Obi is your enemy, then you have a problem. Okay? I'm not going to say to our greatest surprise, because we know what he can do. He's a peacemaker. He's a fence mender. Okay? He brings people together, even to himself. He draws even the enemies to himself. The Bible says when your way pleases the Lord, he will make even your enemy to be at peace with you. That's not, we're not saying that the man, Wole Soyinka, is his enemy, okay? But he appeared to be so. He came across as so during that little thing that took place. But you know Obi now, Obi want to make sure that Nigeria is unified. So he's going everywhere. He's going everywhere to make sure that the unity is there. Because eventually, he's going to get the mandate. Eventually, the mandate is going to be, it's going to be returned back to him. So he want to make sure that everybody is on board. So sometime within the weekend, he visited Wole Soyinka. Okay, we're going to see the picture. Okay, and they had a little talk. Men some little crack. There was a little crack. So Bill was there to mend it. You know what I'm saying? There's also something that flew over the weekend. Okay, I'm going to show us a picture, but on the further investigation, just for the sake of it, I'm going to bring it up and we're going to talk about it. But the further investigation, I found out that it was not, was not real. Just for the sake of it, I will mention it. I mean, you guys heard that Obasanjo went to the extent of hiring. He went to the extent of hiring the Russian roulette, the Russian lawyer, okay, to come in. Natalia, okay, Natalia Velelinskaya. The name did too much. The name alone is enough to scare Tinubu. Natalia Velelinskaya. So he went to the extent of, they say that he went to the extent of hiring her to come in and defend, to come in for Obi. This is a world-class lawyer who has not lost even a single case. Can you imagine? She has not lost a single case. Okay, a close pal of Vladimir Putin. Okay, the president of Russia. Okay, so this woman is like, you saw what I call her? I call her a roulette. I mean, she is all that it is. Okay, so there was a rumor over the weekend. It was all over the place, Twitter all over the place, that she was hired, that Obasanjo went to the extent of hiring her. And when I heard that, I'm like, there's no more lawyers. So with all these our signs in Nigeria, we had to go to Russia to go get somebody, So that's what we had. So, but is an information or a news that has been completely debunked. It's not true. Okay, it's not true. Again, from the handlers of the president, Obasanjo, so they saying that it's not true. Okay, so but I just mentioned it for the sake, because I already had it up before some of the information start coming in. All right. So again, we are saying that it has begun. The case has begun. The case has begun. Okay. So we're looking forward for fireworks. All right. So this is it. This is it. These are the people that are holding the nation to complete attention right now. These 4 men and the other men also. Okay. Whom we don't have right now. So before we start the show, as is customary over here, ladies and gentlemen, reasonable minds all over the place, we do pray. We do pray to start the show. It's customary here, and it's not changing tonight. Okay? So join me as we pray before we go into the show. We have quite a whole lot today. Get ready. Get your pens ready. Get your, your typewriters or whatever ready. I need you to talk. I need you to communicate me tonight on this one. I just don't want you to just watch and not say anything, okay? I need you to, I hope my regulars are on tonight, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, let us pray. Father, we thank you and we bless you. We honor you, we glorify and we exalt you, for indeed you are worthy of our praise. Hallowed be thy name tonight. We thank you, Lord, for indeed you declared yourself worthy. You took care of us this day. You took us to and fro, and you brought us home safely. Some of us, you are bringing us to this arena tonight to come and have a time with you. Hallowed be thy name tonight. Father, we thank you, Lord, for that which you have done. Father, you sustained, you guided, you upheld, you led us not into destruction, but from all evils and all evils, Father, you delivered us from. We thank you and we bless you. Now, Father, we've come to this place. We are now declaring that unto you shall the gathering of your people be. Blessed be thy name tonight. Father, as we now commit all into your holy hands, we ask that you take over all that concerns us tonight. The things we will say, the things we will hear, the things we will even think and imagine, Father, let it come from your place. We are saying now that you should utter the things that is about to happen here tonight and perfecting them one by one in the mighty name of Jesus. Father, I commit your sons and daughters unto your holy hands tonight. Father, Lord, having come in contact with you through this medium tonight, let all that concerns them be perfected in the mighty name of Jesus. Father, we thank you and we bless you. We commit the program and everything about the program, including all the people tonight, the president-elect and the challengers, Atiku, Obi, and Kwankwaso, and the rest of them, and including the sitting president, and also the citizens of Nigeria. We commit everyone into your holy hands. We ask that you continue to take care of all that concerns that country. That season is here. That time is now. Father, take over, perfecting every single thing that concerns us, Lord, in the mighty name of Jesus. Hallowed be thy name tonight, for in Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen and amen and amen and amen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we are on. Let me bring them back on again. Yes, if you're just new to this planet, there are people we called, or there are people, the people we are seeing their picture right now. Yes, these are Nigerians, okay? These are Nigerians that came out on the 25th of February and said we should vote for them to be the president of Nigeria. These are just the few. There were so many of them, but these are the notable few, okay? Alhaji Abubakar Atiku, Rabiu Kwankwaso Alhaji Bola Tinubu, and his eminence, His Excellency, the humble one, the unique one, Peter Gregory Obi. Okay, these four gentlemen that you are seeing here now came out and they contested for the election. Okay, and during that exercise, we all saw what happened. If you're not familiar with what happened, there were some people called obedience, okay, who aligned with the Labour Party to overwhelmingly vote for Peter Obi. Okay, but during that exercise, okay, the people that were running the exercise called the INEC, in collaboration with the man Bola Tinubu and his party APC, did everything to manipulate, okay, destroy, okay, and the remaining one hijack, okay, the mandate of the people. Eventually, okay, it was given to the man Bola Tinubu. He was declared prematurely as the president. Why the voting papers were still coming in. The man was declared as the president. The whole nation went ablaze. They say it can never be. That they did not vote for that man. INEC people say that 8 million voted for him. That the man you guys are claiming now was only 6 million that voted for him. The people said no. Not only did you steal our vote, not only did you destroy our vote, you did not even allow us to, most of us to vote. Even at that, we still believe that we are more than 6 million. That is the whole issue. And that is why they're in court now. Okay? And the man Bola Tinubu is said to be inaugurated as the 17th president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yes, he is. Preparations are being made. The man is said to go. Okay? And now the people are saying no, not so fast. That they will go to tribunal and figure it out. So now they're in tribunal. Okay? So at the tribunal today, There were notable faces. I'm going to show us some of the faces that were at that tribunal today. Of course, he was there. Oh, yeah. He was there. Okay. How do we know he was there? Did you see him? With the son, Ozokome. Okay. Ozokome, yes, in as much as he's very close with Peter Obi, he is not his lawyer. Ozokome is the lawyer representing PDP. He's a PDP lawyer on this case, yes. So this is Peter Obi coming in, commiserating and, having a tete-a-tete with, the lawyers, the sons, the people with the white wig. Peter Obi was there with them today. I didn't see Atiku. I mean, his sons were there. It didn't look like Tinubu made it to the court today, okay, because his lawyers were there. But Obi now, he's every man's everywhere. He was in court. He was in court. Okay? So, you see who else I saw in court today? Was this man here? I don't know he's a son now. Was Paul among the prophet? Or is Paul among the prophet? Yes, Kenneth Okonkwo, our man, the speaker, the loudspeaker, the mouth speaker of Peter Obi. Yes. The guy he knows his thread. Yes. When you hear him speak and when you hear him quote the sections, okay, the sections of the constitutions that they're going to use on this case, you will just bow. So he was there today as one of the lawyers. You can see him there. Please don't mind me for the pictures. I mean, the pictures are not too good. Okay, you can see all the sons, and Kenneth Okonkwo is also there amongst them. Oh no, it's gonna be something else. You see the Kenneth Okonkwo there with the sons, they're all there seated, waiting to start the firing. Okay, and this is our man Peter Obi with Julius Obore. Okay, and one of they were also in court. Okay, yeah, you familiar with the man Ladi Papa or Ladi Papa, whatever his name is. I didn't see him in court today. The one that keep on claiming that he's the chairman, is the national chairman of Labour Party. This is the chairman we know, the one sitting next to Peter Obi. He's the chairman we know, and he was in court today with Peter Obi. Okay, so like I said again, that's the man. That was him in the court today, Federal High Court in Abuja, sitting to hear his argument, and he has so much argument to make. Oh yeah, with the likes of Ozekome them, okay, his own lawyers, and especially that man Kenneth Okonkwo. The guy is loaded. Okay, that's Peter Obi today. Yeah, that's actually, this one is the other one was a former hearing. That's Peter Obi. Then behind them is Paul Ozibo. Okay, they were all in court today. Yes, yes. You don't start. You don't begin. And they have a whole lot to argue. They have a whole lot to argue. You see those papers there? Those are evidence. You see the thing that looks like it's 500 pages. I was trying to download it and my computer gave up on me. Yes. This is everything you see is against one man. Oh. This is just one camp. And there are gazillion camps that are against this man today, called Bola Tinubu, the president-elect. Okay, so they have all these things. These papers you see here are bunch of evidence upon evidence. I can't even wait for this thing to start flying in court. I can't wait to start hearing, my Lord, can I approach the bench? When you hear that, they're about to tender. They're about to tender an evidence. My Lord, can I approach? May I approach the bench? I can't wait to start hearing that. They told us that it's going to be a public spectacle, okay? And it looks like, to an extent, I was waiting to see the live video, okay? But what happened today, as is customary in Nigerian customary courts, and in Nigerian courts, okay, the case today was postponed. till, I believe, Wednesday. Today is the 8th, so they moved it to the 10th. All right? But it's on, is on. Yes, my people, is on, is on. The game is on. There is no more going back. Okay? This is what they call the court of first instance. This is the first place, the appeals court. Okay? This is the first place they go and start making their case. So this thing can end by next week. As a matter of fact, if they can be able to fast forward it, if they can fast track it, as they say, if they can fast track it, they can make their case, and this thing will be over by next week. Okay? Then if Tinubu doesn't like what he sees, then he can start moving to the Supreme Court. And if they go there and any of them loses, mind you, it's 4. 4 is on the board. 4 is on board right now. And every one of them have their case against Tinubu and INEC. 4. Obi is there. That is why when you look at inside that court, you will see that over 1,000 lawyers in that court. Can you imagine? There's not even an ordinary citizen there. Everybody in there is a lawyer, and all of them are sons. So you can imagine how fiery that courtroom is going to be like. It's going to be. I can't wait. I can't even wait to start seeing. They moved it to Wednesday, which is the 10th. Okay? This thing was supposed to run 8th, 9th, and 10th. So they moved it to 10th. Then that means whatever they have on the 10th is going to be also be moving up. Okay? But the key thing, ladies and gentlemen, is that it's on. It's on. These people, that thing that was said, that thing we've been praying and wishing for. Because you get to a point where we're saying, is this thing going to happen before the 25th, before the 29th of May? We're all wishing. I said, can this thing come before the 29th? At a point, we all lost hope because we are not hearing anything. Then sometime last week or last 2 weeks, no, last week was when now we had, that the tribunal is going to be sitting this week. And all of us were like, thank God. Because this thing, the tribunal needed to sit. The tribunal needed to sit. The reason is this. If they don't sit and the Atiku, Bola Tinubu gets in there by the 29th, it's game over. Oh, yeah. It's game over. If they don't sit and he gets in there by the 29th, this one we've been wishing and this one we've been dreading, that the judiciary is in their pocket, is in the pocket of the sitting government. I mean, then that will definitely be the case, because like I told you, by then he will now be having coffee and tea and Bonvita with this one. Where is it? with this one. The Chief Justice. He will now be having time with the Chief Justice, people. They will be having so much time now together. You know what I'm saying? They'll be having so much time together. You know? If he sits, if he gets in there by that time, and that's what we're saying, that should not happen. If he cannot get in there before the 29th, because if he gets in by the 29th, like I said again, it's game over. It's game over if he gets in by the 29th, because by then he will now be controlling the judiciary. He is now the president, no longer the president-elect. He will now have his way. He will now have his way with him. You know what I'm saying? And nobody can question it. Remember when he wanted to meet him, in Abuja, in London, and all of us were shouting and crying, saying, no. Why are they having this kind of secret meeting? And the man quickly ran back to Nigeria. I mean, the SJC ran back to Nigeria. Okay? When we were questioning that their meeting. Now, if Tinubu gets in there as the president, because at that moment he's no longer the president-elect. Okay? He's no longer the president-elect at that moment. He's now full-fledged president. In as much as the Constitution still empowers these people, okay? The Constitution still empowers these people. You see these people here? Yeah. The Constitution still empowers them to take him out if eventually they find him, but it will be a tough task. If it will be a tough task to take that thing away from him the moment he tests that Aso Rock. Yeah. The moment he steps into Aso Rock, my people, is going to be tough. Because he don't test him. And everybody from that moment now will be answering to the president. Not even, like I keep on saying, he's no longer at that moment, he's no longer the president-elect. He's now the full-fledged president of the Federal Republic. So certain privileges now he will not carry. Right now, we're still looking at him and following him as a, you know, as a suspect. Yeah. If you don't know, you know. Right now, we're still treating him as a suspect. That's how we, you know, because right now he's still until proven guilty. And the way they're looking at him now, as somebody who committed a crime. That's exactly how we are viewing him now. But the moment he goes in there, the man can even decide to take off everybody that is there and put in a new set of people. Yes. He can decide to take everybody out. He can decide to take, sure, these people, they can, because they keep on moving these guys around. Not that, I mean, I don't know if it's like here, because here, the Supreme Courts are for life, you know. But some of these guys are appointed by the president. There are so many ways they can eliminate these guys you are looking at here. There are so many ways. Do you know how many, since this current dispensation, how many SJCs has been removed? Supreme Court Justice. But these are the kind of things we don't hear here. We don't see it here. But in Nigeria, they can just remove you just anyhow. So they can do that. Some people have said that there are so many ways they can tamper with these people. They can tamper these people. People have been saying that. But I still believe that the judiciary are supposed to be completely independent. You know what I'm saying? They are not supposed to be fearing anyone. But we know from where we came from, which is Nigeria, anything can happen. They can do anything. You know what I'm saying? They can do anything. So the point there now is this. They're sitting now, and we are getting word now that they are going to call it as it is. That they are going to call it, they think it's like 5 of them, that they are going to call it as it is. And that is why we want the whole world, the whole eyes to be on them, so that they can be doing this thing without fear or favor. We're not saying they should call it for Obi Atiku or Tinubu, as the case may be, if they are not the right winner. But they should look at the evidence as the evidence is submitted to them and presented to them and call it as it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we are saying. Okay? That's what we are saying. That they should call it as it is. Okay? So, and now, you know, and I know that there is a case against him. There's a very strong case against the president-elect. There's a very strong case against the president-elect. And the reason they've done everything to make sure that this day did not come, but it's not possible. They tried everything to see if this day will not come, but it wasn't possible. You see all the things they did to try to smear Obi, you know, and all kinds of things. Everything they were doing to Obi. Obi was not the only one that filed papers against the president-elect and INEC. Obi was not the only one. Atiku filed papers also. Kwankwaso filed papers also. But they were after Obi. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you? Where were they going after the man that came third, according to their numbers, according to them? Where were they going against the man they say came third, and not the one that came second, which is Atiku Abubakar? Why are they not saying anything or going against Atiku Abubakar? But we have to be. They did everything, framed everything, formed everything. So completely destabilize the Obi's Lego preparation. They did everything to destabilize the real and mess the whole thing up. But we saw at the end of the day, that day is here. And because we have started, okay, I'm even hearing now that there are new facts. I'm still waiting to see what those facts are. I'm hearing that there are new facts that are coming in. Okay, there are new facts. So I don't know if they were going to be introducing it on this next hearing, if they will introduce it. But I'm hearing there are some strong facts that are strong new facts that are coming in. I'm sorry. Okay. Yes, my princess, this is a good news. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it is a good news. It is a good news. Okay. It is a good news. So that's what we I'm telling you, I can't wait. I can't wait for what, in terms of the new files that are coming in, that they say is in. They've not revealed it. Obi's camp, we're not saying much, including Atiku's camp. Okay. Some of us, what we were saying, some of us was based on what we saw during the election. Okay. What we saw during the election. Okay. And what we felt during the election. Okay. So that's where we're basing what we, our own conclusion and stuff. But these people have the real facts. They have the real facts from the election, and that's what they're going to be presenting to the court. Okay. And there are, you still remember that there are other things also we're thinking they should be taken with them, which eventually I came here and I told us that those things are not what they're going to be using. Something like the passport situation. Okay. Because when the passport thing hit, everybody was like, oh, that's a bombshell. Oh, yeah, this is that. And I came here and I said to us, not so fast. They're not going to be using the passport because the passport information has always been there, even before, way before the election. And the Obi's camp are well informed on the passport. Because what you don't want to do is go to court, okay, and start having the judge deny your, whatever motion you are presenting. And the judges are denying it. You don't want that. That's not a good thing to, no. You want to be able to go to court and the judges are sustaining whatever you present, they sustain. Whatever you present, they sustain. So they believe that whatever they're taking with them now are concrete, convincing, and winnable evidences and argument that they're going to be making, in the court. So that's what we're seeing, and that is what is going to happen. So on Wednesday, come Wednesday, we are going to be seeing some of these things, these fireworks take place. Now, there's another thing that was taking place in Abuja today. And when I saw that, I'm going to have you guys see it with me. It's a video. It's a video of the protest, as you can see on the scrolling. I put it there, that there was a protest that was going on today. Now, the Atiku's camp, they've gotten all these things wrong, how this thing is going to play out from the beginning. They've gotten this new Nigeria we're talking about, they've gotten it wrong, how we are going to do everything. They've completely gotten it wrong. They didn't see all that is happening now. They didn't see it coming. All that is happening now. So everything that is happening now is like a movie to them. So today, nobody has been saying anything about protest, and people have been so calm and silent and quiet. Okay, but let me tell you the unique thing about today's protest, as I'm going to be showing us the video now. Okay, the thing about today's protest is these are not even the obedience. This protest of today is a different camp. You're gonna see it, and you're gonna see it as you see watching the video, listening to what people were saying on that video. So I'm thinking it's the Kwankwaso people that came out today. just to do this. So which means every day we're going to be seeing different people coming out. We're going to be seeing different people coming out. So when the obedient people hit the street, it's going to be something else. So today is the Kwankwaso people, okay, the AA, the NNPP people. So I'm going to be playing the video, okay? So hear and see, watch this today. Watch this is today.
Support to see, one thing is that outside people they know what they do. Now Shitima they want them, no be him. And Shitima will give this one.
Abba Muna done well. If that hand over no go work for this country, no go work.
Even though the PDP are still like a bastard.
Atiku won the election. P2P go come. Then go. You're not supposed to do that handover.
Wait now when they Obi
go come everywhere no
Obi go come now. Just watch out.
Obi
still dey go round.
That handover.
The whole fact dey his hand.
That handover.
The whole fact dey his hand.
and give them to come outside and testify for him.
I said if they want to do it well, every polling unit should come out. And I have the 3 polling units.
They suppose cancel that election. The handover cannot work.
If they no want follow it the way masses want, let them cancel it.
They suppose cancel it too. How wish Labour Party go come out like this now? We get on day. They go cancel them now.
The day where Labour Party go come out and they hungry follow them.
They go come out.
Most of the people where they here now, Labour Party people they here.
Now when Obi, you go see now.
Labour Party people full here. As they see this protest now, people where they find trouble, where go cause problem now. I'm telling you, they find waiting go cause problem. May they know say they people on this country.
Do this thing, make we share, make people not separate, make everybody go in way. That handover no go work. If they not go green, make them share the country, make Nigeria be divided, make everybody know where it is. If it's not Atiku win back, I swear to God that for no verse.
We don't have problem.
If you say now even Atiku for no even
I prefer Atiku 1 million.
No, this dead man.
That handover no go supposed to work for Nigeria. And it can't work.
It's true too.
It can't work. Now if not, they share the country, everybody
go. Share and everybody go.
Go in father's land. Labour Party go.
Okay. Now, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. So this is it. In as much as an amateur video. Okay. Oh, I didn't even give the video credit to, because that was not my video. It's an amateur video that I saw and I lifted it up for us to, see what was going on. Okay. But the video credit goes to the person that, honestly, I was supposed to give the video credit to the person that owns the video. So you just saw the video and you heard what the people were saying. Okay, you heard what this is the people's mindset. All right. Now this is just a party, and it looks like there's some kind of coordination going on the background that nobody knows anything about. There's a coordination. There's a coordinated protest brewing, a big one. And you see this now. Then what do you think is going to happen on the 29th? If this thing doesn't, if the court doesn't come back with any kind of adjournment or suspension of anything, okay, what do you think is going to happen? You think Abuja is going to have a way? This is just one group, and nobody even knew that they were coming except themselves. So they took them by surprise today. Now tomorrow at the next court hearing, do you know who's going to be coming out? Do you know who's going to be coming out? And this is just in Abuja alone. No? We're not even talking about Lagos and other places. So it's not going to be an easy ride, honestly, for the president elect. So I say select. Yeah, after my selection, they do. So it's not going to be an easy ride, honestly. Okay, as he stands right now, as he look right now, he does not have the mandate. I said it on one of the shows here that we have what? 80-something million people that are registered to vote. And only 25 million people. And out of this, so only 10, then out of that 80-something million, 10%, he's only going to be ruling this nation of 300 and something million people with the vote of 10 million people, 80 million people. That's what they tell, which is 10% of the registered voters. 10% of the registered voters. That's what he's going to be running the nation, a nation of almost 300 million people. So that is that the mandate? That cannot be the mandate. So these are some of the things they're going to be talking about in court. These are some of the things they're going to be arguing and stuff. Okay, you have 80-something million people that are registered for these beavers. Okay, so how many did these beavers capture that day they came to vote and stuff? How many did you guys support? I mean, the evidence is overwhelming. I've said it before. It's overwhelming. And this is the thing that when the president-elect and the sitting president, when they opened their mouth, the biggest mistake they made, and I'm going to say it here, the biggest mistake they made after when this thing happened was when they opened their mouth and said, go to court. We came here on the air and we said, well, when somebody is telling you to go to court, somebody is opening their mouth and say, go to court. It's either his senior brother or his father is the judge. And in this case, they're looking at the judiciary, that the judiciary is in the pocket, okay? Is in the pocket of the sitting government. I smile problem on 29th if they did not do things right. People are watching seriously. There's no doubt, my princess. Yes, yes. I know you smell it, and the smell is all over the place. That thing you smell in the odor, that thing where you smell, it's all over, it's hovering all over the country. It's hovering all over the country. And Nigeria is only place where people will allow ego to destroy a people. Look at the country where we are in. If there is anything associated with your name that has to do with scandal, and you are in the government, the moment that thing is known or that thing is questioned, you just give up. You just, because of the people. Because democracy is the government of the people, by the people, for the people. So when you remember that democracy, what it stands for, you don't put yourself ahead. You let the people take the lead. Because you are there for them. So if they say no to you, you don't have to force yourself on them. You don't have to force yourself on them. But Nigeria is the only place we see such a thing, where people force themselves on the people. Here, if the people don't want you, and they say to you they don't want you, you respect yourself and you give way. Because you still want the institution of democracy to stand. But Nigeria, But let us see how it's going to play out. They've done what they did. Like I said to us before, the biggest mistake they made was asking the obedient people to go to court. Telling the losers to go to court. Let me put it that way. Okay? Telling the losers to go to court. That's the biggest mistake they made. So I don't know if they were thinking that the court was not going to sit, or if they think that these people will not go to court. Because the status quo is when you sneak or when you steal an election of this nature, okay, time will just take its toll and people will just give up. But they didn't realize that this set of Nigerians now, this new Nigeria we're talking about, okay, this new Nigeria that people woke up and say, this time around, I'm going to get involved. We are going to get involved. This new one, they themselves were not prepared. They thought it was going to be the same Omo. That's what they thought. That's what they thought. They thought it was going to be the same way they used to do things. You know what I'm saying? But people came this time and said no. They had plans. The plans they had was if people will come out on the street to riot, then they will start shooting and start killing people. And then use it that they are rioters and stuff. But this time around, people say, no, we're not going to, we're gonna let our silence speak to you. We're gonna let our silence speak to you. We're gonna let it speak, and we're gonna let our silence convict and convict you. And that's what was happening. So they could not understand where people were coming from. Okay, look at today. Look at the amount of people that were on the street today. Just for one party, for PDP. This is not even the obedience. This is not even, I was thinking it was Kwankwaso people. But as I listened to those people doing the taping, I came to realize that these are PDP people. Then imagine if there's a converge, if the obedience converge. Because one, I want you to know that there are the obedience and there are the Labour Party. These are two separate entities which we've talked about here on the air. Both the obedience and the Labour Party are two different set of people. Because there is a lot of people who are obedience who are not Labour Party people. There are APC people that are obedient. There are PDP people that are obedient. There are NPP people that are obedient. So they are a separate entity. And when they start moving, it's a different thing altogether. When they start moving, they go across, they cross boundaries. So when they come out on their own to do their own, of course, it's going to happen in the next few days. Oh yeah, it's going to happen. And all these things is to speak to the conscience of the sitting jurors. Those judges, they are the jurors now. All this movement as you see, in as much as they are not supposed to be moved by anything outside the court. It's so sad. You know what I'm saying? But they're also human as you are and me. They are human also. So whatever they're seeing today, because this thing is all over the place, it's all over the country. So whatever they're seeing today is going to speak to their conscience. We have to look at the will of the people. The evidence spoke about the will of the people. Everything we have as far as this case is concerned talks about the will of the people. So how can one man now come in and try to say something or do otherwise with a group of people called INEC? You know what I'm saying? So that is the thing, that's what they're facing. Because they're facing the nation as a whole, going against one man, and the group of, and an agency, which is APC, INEC, and whom we now know, it's now obvious that they did all that was all they were accused of. Everything we said that INEC did, they did and more. It's showing. We saw it in Adamawa. We saw what happened in Adamawa. And they came back quickly, tried to recover. And they canceled the Adamawa one and they called it right. And I came here and I said to us, that was one of the biggest mistakes, because in this case now they are not consistent. If you are coming to Adamawa now and saying that APC, Binani did not win Adamawa, okay, she did not win Adamawa, because they called for her, they called for her to be the governor. That call was premature. The voting was still coming in, and the man Hudaru, whatever his name is, came out quickly and called her as the governor elect. And people, PDP, because that was a PDP enclave, so they went crazy. They say, "Hey, no, not in this place." Hi. They said, "No, be there," and we saw what happened. 2 days later, both the president-elect and the sitting president and the INEC, everybody was like, this one, no, will not get a more. And they called it back, and they gave it back to the sitting governor, who was the rightful one, a PDP governor. So if they can make such call, they can go back and say we did it wrong. Why did they not do it with the presidential election? Why did they not do that? After all, we had some big money moved hands also at that Adamawa on. We had that they gave the man 2 billion. 2 billion for a governorship candidate, because the woman is a sitting senator. That is how much we had that transferred hand. The man eventually, I think he surrendered last week, and he's still claiming that he called it right. What kind of justification is that when the people at the top, including Mahmoud Yakubu, have already called it wrong, have told you that this is now, they called it wrong. The president even sent for his arrest and stuff. So we are saying that such thing. So because of that now, you don't think that is going to come into the discussion at this federal level? You don't think that what happened in Abia with Nayoti is going to come into the discussion at the federal level when these things are being discussed? Because those ones are the abnormal of the whole thing. What you see happen in Abia State, what you see happen in Adamawa, those two places that people stood their ground, okay, and didn't give way for INEC to do their manipulation as they did in the entire country. Those things are going to be referenced in court. And it's going to go against everything they did in the rest of the nation. So I'm telling you, it's going to be something else. Okay, it's going to be something else. Like somebody will say, pick up your cup of corn and get ready, sit to enjoy the ride. It's going to be a very sweet one. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a very sweet one. So that is what we have for today. Again, during the week, over the weekend, Peter Obi, like I said again, you guys know him. He's a man, since the election, he's been going everywhere. Okay, he's been going everywhere, trying to make sure, because he's very much convinced that this mandate is going to be recovered. He is very much convinced that this mandate is going to be recovered for the people, not even for him. Because remember, he said he's going for the people, not for him. So by so saying and by so doing, he's going around now making sure that all the nook and crannies of the nation, that there is peace, that people are, that the cohesion is there. So you know who he visited last week? You know who he visited? The picture might not be that clear, but just take it for what it is. He visited him. Yes. Can you imagine? The man that said that the obedience are not only are they fanatics, that they are, what was the other F word he used also? Very sweet ride indeed. My princess. Yeah. So he visited the sage last week. Yeah, Wolo Soyinka. Remember when he came out? And let me tell us something about this picture. About this picture we are seeing now. Let me tell us something about this picture. I knew that this will come. I knew that this will come. And I said it here on the air. I told you people here on the air that Wolo Soyinka is an obedient. What had happened that time was a complete misunderstanding. People misunderstood everything that took place then. Yes, he said something. I played the video here for you guys that day. He said something. But if you listen to him very well, you will know that he is a deeply complete obedient. And I'm telling you, that's one of the reasons that Peter Obi went, because Peter Obi knows that he meant well. He said, and I quote, he said that Peter Obi is the new kid on the block we've been waiting for. He said it himself. He said that Peter Obi is the new kid on the block we've been waiting for. But what happened is that since that they are already in court, that they should not basically muscle or force the judiciary to do anything. That they already in court, that they should allow the legal thing to take its course. And that, the obedience should stop doing, doing what they're doing. That what they are doing is like fascist in nature. They're trying to impose their own feelings to the judiciary and to the people. So that's what he was saying there. But he knows that he said that he told these two old men, Atiku Abubakar and Bola Tinubu, he made it so clear that he told them that their time has gone, that they should give way for the new kid on the block, whom we've been waiting for as the Messiah. He said, you go and look at that tape. But people were completely, they didn't want to listen. The moment they had that word fascist that he used, and what he was just saying that their action is fascist in nature. Because the way they were trying to say that it must surely happen. If it doesn't happen, that kind of a thing. So he was saying that it's only a fascist leader can be that imposing. That's what he was saying. This man is an intellect. But beneath that, I know that his mind is where Obi is. If you read more about the man, Wole Soyinka, you will know that he doesn't have that in his blood, like that hatred they tried to impose on him. If you read the thing he did during the Civil War and all kinds of things he did for fighting for the Igbos and stuff, he's a man all of us has respected and grew up knowing and reading his stuff, and So Obi went today to talk with him, and and they had a very good time, as the picture can attest. They had a very good time. So things are coming together. Obi is moving around. He's still moving around, getting people together, talking to the key people. Even some people he thought did not vote for him. He's still going out there, making sure that everybody's together. Because, at the end of the day, all of us are going to come together. And he will now have that Nigeria that he's looking for. Because everybody, in the scheme of things, as you configure this new Nigeria we're talking about, everybody is going to have a place as far as Obi is concerned. Everybody is going to have what they would do for Nigeria. Yes, that's what he believes in, and I believe in that too. I believe that the new Nigeria is going to have that everybody is going to have a seat somehow. This is my own seat. This is my own seat. As I'm doing what I'm doing now, I have a place. I wasn't doing this thing until it was this election that battered this. What you see here now came out of the show. This is my own contribution, my own contributing to the quota and stuff. It might take me to a different section, a different place and stuff. But every one of you that come into this program to contribute one way or the other, you are contributing to this new Nigeria we're talking about. Because you are being honest. You are being honest to the discourse. You are being honest to the discourse. You're coming out here and you're making your voice and your feelings known. And that's what we're talking about. You didn't do it at the last dispensation. I didn't do it at the last dispensation. But this time around, we said now that we're going to be involved with this new Nigeria. That's what we're talking about. And it's here. It's here. Our mandate, as we claimed and as we allege, was taken by the boo-boo man, the blah-blah-blah man. We are at the verge of recovering it. They say worst case, they will just call for a new election. Yeah, that's what people are saying. If they don't know how to give it to Obi, they should call for a new election. And when they call for that new election, this is what they're saying. This is what people are saying. INEC should not even come close. They say that a new agency should be appointed to run the new election. If that's where the tribunal is going, that's one. And another thing they're saying is that the tribunal, the chief justice, should take over because the chief justice is the number 4th man in the nation. But right now, the way it's looking right now, that's for tomorrow's show. I'm going to talk about it just to give us a little hint on it now. The word coming in now is that the APC, okay, have finally selected the SSC, okay, the Senate president. Is it SSC or SSP, whatever it is. Okay, so Akpabio is going to be the Senate president. We called it here, we said it here on the air before now, when we started hearing the words. Okay, so he is going to be the new Senate president, whom is not even in the hierarchy of things, he's not even there. Because the next person, the number 3rd man, was also selected. Let me see if I can get his name. The number 3rd man. So now that number 1st man and number 2nd man are shaky. So if there's any reason that they cannot be in there, and because we didn't have the number 3rd man, which is the Speaker of the House, the Speaker of the House, not even the Senate president, is the number 3rd man. Then the number 4th man is the SJC, CJC, Chief Justice of the CJF, Chief Justice of the Federation, which is this man here. Where is he? Yeah, this is the man that's supposed to run the country if they did not make this appointment. But I don't know if how that appointment is going to stand, though, if it's coming from the president, since the president is still murky at this stage. So I don't know how that selection of these people are going to stand. Is it because they have the highest number of elected House members and stuff? Or is it because he's the president? So I don't know. So what if he selects him now and Obi comes in? Obi will now select his person. Okay, so I'm going to look into that, and then I will update us. Okay, but so there's a selection now made. He's an Hausa man. The deputy speaker is an Igbo man. He's an Abia guy. Let me see. I think I got the information this afternoon. The deputy speaker of the National Assembly is an Igbo person. Okay, but the speaker himself is an Hausa man. Let me see if I can get their names. Okay, let me see. I thought I had it. Okay. Okay. So what I have here, it says the National Working Committee of the All Progressive Congress has zoned the leadership of the 10th National Assembly. According to a statement by the National Publicity Secretary of APC, Felix Moka, on Monday, the zoning arrangement reported to the NWC is as follows. Okay, listen to this now. The Senate President is South-South. You know, we've been clamoring for it to come to Southeast, not the people. But people like Ojo Zokalo and Dave Umahi, they've been pushing to see if they can get it. And we came here, we say that these are two selfish people. Dave Umahi, not really, but Ojo Zokalo, yeah. Okay, so he went now to Akpabio. You know, Akpabio was the Calabar, I think he was the governor of Calabar at a point, and they had some, you know, there are some other things also, Akwa Ibom. There are some things hovering on his head too, in terms of scandal and stuff. Now money man. So now him be the deputy, now him be the senior president. Now the deputy senior president is Northwest Senator Bariu Jibiri from Kano. Okay. Others are the Speaker of the House of Rep, whom is this person now I'm calling now. The person I'm calling now is actually the number 3rd man. President, Vice President, and the Speaker of the House. This person I'm about to call now is a Northerner. He's an Hausa person. Honorable Abbas Tajuddin, he's from Kaduna. Okay, then the Deputy Speaker is from Southeast, Ben Carlo of Abia. So that's what we have right now. They've selected it, they've given the names. Okay, so I don't know if it's president in Jews, because I know we've been waiting for the president-elect to come in and do this nomination or announcement or whatever. So now we have it. We have Akpabio, we have Tajuddin, we have Abbas, then we have the guy from Abia, okay, Ben Carlo. So these are the 4 people now that is going to be running the 10th Assembly. Okay, these 4 people that I mentioned their name now: Akwa Ibom, Kano, Kaduna, and Abia. That's whom we have right now. Okay, to be running the National Assembly. If he stands as called, that's whom you're going to have. If Obi goes in there, I don't know if these people are going, if they're going to strip off these people and give it to. I don't know. That is the one thing I don't know how that selection, if it's party based or presidential based. That I don't know. When I get that information, I will let us know. Okay, so that's where we are right now. So if there's any reason that things goes as it is, then the guy from Kaduna, that Kaduna guy, you had the Tajuddin, will be the person running the nation. He will be the person because he's the number 3rd man in the nation. Yeah. Interesting, huh? Interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we have for today. There's a video I would have loved to show us, but I'm gonna move that video to tomorrow. It has to do with the Queen, you know, with the Silk Queen, and with the King, with the King Charles of Britain. Okay, there is a video that I saw of the 5. Looks like there are 5 Nigerians that played an integral part. 5 Nigerians. See, this thing will talk about how powerful Nigerians are all over the world. Sometimes we say it, and it looks so light because our rulers have made us so much not to have that weight we're supposed to have in the scheme of things internationally. Okay? But these five gentlemen, I think it's two men, and 3 women. Powerful. They played a powerful role in what just happened in London. I'm going to show us the video tomorrow. Okay? Amongst the other things we're going to be talking tomorrow. All right? So, people, that's what we have on today's show. What a show. I thank every one of you that tuned in and all of you that be coming in. You guys are so amazing. I love my fans. The way you guys come in after the show. You know, I know that you guys were waiting for 6:30. We're no longer doing this show at 6:30. It's now 7:30. Okay, that's the time for the show. But today, because of some 1 or 2 housekeepings I was doing on the background, that's why I came up late on the air, and I did made it known to us that I'll be on by 8:30. Okay, so that's why I'm on today by 8:30. And I thank you I thank you all so very much. We had a very wonderful show. It was a very wonderful show today. I enjoyed it. Everything went smoothly. Okay, we are now slowly perfecting the technical things. You know, see how I was showing the videos today? I was no longer fighting with my videos and my pictures. Everything is moving smoothly now. So I'm getting there. Because in the next few days, you're going to start seeing some of other videos that I'm doing, the other set of videos that I'm doing on the side that I'm going to start shooting very soon. So you'll be seeing. All right. But for the time being, continue to share this one. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for that like that just came up now. I love it. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Okay. Continue to hit those likes, people. Those likes mean so much to us. Continue to hit it. Those of you that sat through the show, watch the show and everything, please continue. Thank you, my princess. Thank you. Okay. Continue to hit those likes and continue to share, and subscribe. Okay. We are shooting under the banner of Simply Blessed Podcast and Simply Blessed TV, coming to you live and direct from the grand studio of Unique Images. Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Uche Daddy. Excellent job. Thank you. You know, thank you. Thank you, Olako Mabeke. Thank you, my sis, all over the place. I thank you guys so much, very much, for making this show a wonderful one tonight. Okay, so I look forward to seeing us tomorrow. Let me go now and get ready and prepare for tomorrow. Again, like I said, continue to share it now that the show is over. Go under there. When you see the show, you hit share. Share it on your profile, please. Okay? That's how you get us out there. Share it on the profile. Share it on your WhatsApp groups. Anywhere you can, share it. These are important topics. Remember, I told you, you are contributing your own quota by being part of this program. This is how Nigerians get to read from you and know. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we're doing it. All right? So I thank you so very much, every one of you, from all of us here in the studio, okay? Every one of us here in the studio, to all of you there where you are and all that are yours, okay? I still remain yours truly. Sydney, Blessing Iwala, SBI. Until next time, family, okay? Yours truly is signing off. Thank you. I look forward to seeing us tomorrow. Okay? Thank you.